Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Adopted Retrospects, and this is a channel that's been spending a lot of time here in the Tuber Chat live streams, especially lately. They've got video, shorts, and live streams, and I see they've got a stream coming up for tomorrow, so I'm going to set the notification for that right away. This creator might put together a lot of retro type merchandise, toys, games, different types of things that we might remember from both the 70s, 80s, 90s, and anywhere in between and beyond, and put those things up for sale. For instance, they do that very often, as a matter of fact. And then let's just look at the shorts on the channel. They're at 933 subscribers right now, so officially on the road to 1K. They have to be excited, as that is an important milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. And Adopted Retrospects, when we look at the shorts, have already gotten into well beyond 3,000 and even 4,000 views, almost at 5,000. With 4,800 here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy those when you get there, and they will likely continue to grow as they post more and more. That goes really for everybody when it comes to the idea of shorts videos. There's still a minor winning the lottery aspect to those, and it doesn't seem to be quite as hot as it was last year. But when we post a lot of shorts, after a little while, it's easier seemingly to get hundreds of views on a shorts video in a short amount of time than it is on long form content. And if your content is anywhere near relatable, then you'll be able to draw in some subscribers that might stick around for your long form content as well. So thank you everybody for coming in. We see live streams from Adopted Retrospects are happening about every week or twice a week, and then videos are frequent on the channel, as we can see, and they've got quite a bit of variety here as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them towards that 1,000 milestone. And I've got quite a few names on our wheel of doom for today already. Two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey over the last 6 years are Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures. Of course, they're always at the top of the wheel. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, along with Roadhog, were early in the door with Butler Family Farm and Mona Did What. I think Woman Outdoors said she might be on the way to work near Erie, Pennsylvania. And Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is here as well. Don Ray B and Lisa J. Stocks both made it in early, and as we get more members in, we'll add them to the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Justin Mellow's Music and Vlogs is a friend of about 3 years, almost 3.5 maybe, in fact. He's an incredibly supportive creator who probably shares on different social networks more than anybody else that I've seen in my 6 years on YouTube. Ray of Sunshine is a longtime friend. Good to see you here. Rushing Wind Mountain is here with us just about every single day. TCG fam is back again, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By is another longtime friend as well with a new channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with each other. Rem to Big, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And let's look at a couple more creators coming in. Patrick Hollett and Holly's Adventures are both here. Thanks for coming in. When we look at Adopted Retrospects, we see a creator, like I said, who's been spending a lot of time here in Tuber Chat, especially lately. And I feature different channels every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And we do that so that you literally have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Adopted Retrospects. I see Professional Paranormal Research has come in. Just Jason Keto is here. Abandoned Exploring Mike. is also here, and they are members, so we got to get them onto the wheel right away. But after a long period of time, I will add some names to our wheel based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. I have a few robots that look after that kind of thing. Here we use 4. We use Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Botissimo, which is a paid one, but I actually use that one on every channel that I own because I truly love its features so much. You'll see it giving those welcome messages, and it does a couple of extra bonus things like dropping links on special occasions and things like that. But the biggest thing about Botissimo is it also keeps track of how long everybody's been here and how actively engaged in conversation they are over the course of the live stream. Here we're usually on for 2.5 to 3 hours, and then after about an hour and a half to 2 hours, we'll probably start adding some names to our wheel from our chat list. So let's spin, and we'll get our first channel for today, which is a fellow Canadian, and it's going to be Just Jason Keto. And he's somebody who also is here every single day. He's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Tuber Chat family, but I see him out supporting others, and his channel is meant to inspire and motivate others when it comes to healthy eating and healthy living. You can see on his banner it says nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. Most of us know that, but he hopes to motivate and inspire. He does a lot of variety on the channel while staying within his niche. So a lot of product reviews, which can be very helpful. He'll also help us make sense of the ingredients on those products when we're trying to figure out whether they'll help us fit into a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He also has a lot of recipes as well as tips, tricks, and hacks for getting more value out of some of the things we might either buy or make for our keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's also got an interview series, and he posts these regularly with a lot of influential guests that will share their life experience along with their tips, tricks, trials, tribulations, and suggestions for everybody when it comes to the idea of trying to stay motivated and inspired when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. I believe anybody could live a little bit healthier or eat a little bit healthier. Almost every single person universally, I think that's a truth. And Just Jason Keto will often be caught saying he's just trying to get as much information out there as possible, and that's of course in the hopes that it will inspire and motivate. When we look at the shorts videos here, a lot of these healthy looking shorts, especially the grilling ones, seem to be doing really well, hitting over 4,000, 5,000, and even 6,000 views. But he's got a breakout shorts video here, which I've seen, and is quite entertaining actually, and it's got 22,000 views, so I hope everybody will check that out when you're there. He also does a lot of live streamings. Woman Outdoors, who's in the chat with us right now, was actually a guest on his channel just a couple of weeks ago, and Just Jason Keto does a great job both in the live streams and in premieres in keeping up with the chat, and it's a vibrant community. I find myself feeling compelled to participate when I'm there because there's so many helpful people who share his vision of inspiring and motivating others when it comes to eating and living a little bit healthier. So Just Jason Keto now is officially on the road to 1K with 902 subscribers. Hope we can get him a few extras today and get that locked in. And I see we've got a little bit of action in the chat. So She Stole My Thunder, thank you so much for the super chat. That's another fellow Canadian, and we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So we'll get She Stole My Thunder up right now, and I think that I'm just about to miss something else, but tend the sheep where you are, don't pass them by. Just grabbed a membership again, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We'll get them on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Coffee walks and whatever, fellow Canadians, good to see you in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Queen's Life is here. I see Peter Dell from Australia. That is a very energetic creator who always has motivating things to say in the chat. and we're going to look at what She Stole My Thunder's got going on their channel. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. She Stole My Thunder tells us on their banner that they review books, art, and movies. They actually do a lot more on their channel. They might literally be reading. They might be giving us a live stream where they keep up with the chat and we can conversate with them as well. They've got some shorts videos. They've just started with these, but they've gotten into a couple hundred views here. So as they continue to post, we'll likely see them climb higher and higher, and then they've got quite a few live streams ready to go as well. So a couple of the things they're going to do are movie reviews. I'll be interested to in hearing what they say about the Barbie movie. I haven't got any expectation of watching that, but I know it's literally taken the world by storm right now. It's amazing to me that it took, like, what is it, 50 years or 60 or 70 or whatever it is to come out with an official movie, but apparently they did a good job. Not necessarily my thing. I'm much more into action or government espionage and things like that. But we'll have a look at what She Stole My Thunder has to say about it. And then as well, they're doing a few interesting things here. So they've got a lot of live streams. This creator also happens to be a photographer. They talk about that occasionally. And if you look at their Flickr account, you'll find over 190,000 photos. You heard that right, 190,000. Now this creator as well, in between the reviews, occasionally brings us very helpful videos. Right now what they've been working on is a program which I actually use and pay for myself too, which is called Canva. And I've always used it for inspiration, but lately I've started using it for more as it plugs into some of the AI tools that are out there and things like that. I'll show everybody an experiment once I've got something up and running. But in the meantime, She Stole My Thunder is bringing us tutorials for Canva, showing us how to make thumbnails. One of the things they were doing last month was a tutorial video, but making thumbnails for creators. So here we go. They've got another one coming up, and that's going to be at the end of the month, and they're going to be doing something like that again. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Not to mention they talk to us about the idea of, first of all, reviews, but also what it's like to be a photographer going to places like galleries and museums and trying to get good either footage or photography in a touristy type place that tends to be very busy. Florida Claimers Ted, good to see you in the house. Sean the Great Gamer is here. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Panama City, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Mean Tea, of course, is here. That's the son of Queen's Life. They're never too far from each other. Timmy Ray the King, always good to see you in the house. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Next up is going to be Holly's Adventures. We're going to go on a break for 3 minutes. I know it's early, but I just have to step away for a moment. We'll come back and then we'll get through a lot more channels. All right, we're back. Wayne's World Unlimited, thank you so much for that super chat. She stole my thunder. Thank you for your super chat as well. Holly's Adventures also dropped one, so I'm going to put that channel up right now. And it's she stole my thunder. We'll be happy to know that it's black coffee time. Almost black coffee. I don't want to lie. I actually put honey in it today. So I've been having black coffee every day. I think it's been a week or close to it since I put cream or milk or sugar, any of that stuff. And this is, I mentioned this because we were just talking about eating healthier and living healthier. And I aspire to do both of those things. And even if it's one step at a time, that can be helpful. Most of us know that too. So trying to do a little bit better. But the combination of honey with the coffee, I might sound weird to people. It sounded weird to me doing it the first time, but I was seeing online that a couple people were doing that. It's got to be better than regular sugar, right? It is somewhat local honey. Michael's Adventures might be happy to know I'm doing that as well. And yeah, it's happening, Peter Dell. I've started with the coffee a little bit, sometimes even decaffeinated coffee just to have it happen, and try to make better decisions when it comes to eating as well. We're going to talk about Holly's Adventures in a quick second here, and then Wayne's World Unlimited will be next up. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and after a long period of time I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. So I know I'm behind in the chat. I don't mean to miss anybody. I think Little Frenchie in Big Texas is in the house. Coco Mojo 13, good to see you back. BDBGP is also here. And hopefully I haven't missed anyone, as long as everybody's still active. Like I said, we should get around to everyone. And when we look at, Black Guns and Gardens and Consume the Goodness, good to see you both here. Thank you for coming in. When we look at Holly's Adventures, we see a lot of video gameplay here, and that's both in videos as well as live streams. Once in a while, they'll bring a little bit of extra variety. This creator went on a cruise a few months ago and brought us both live streams and videos from that adventure. I'm just going to take their latest Final Fantasy video and put this in my catch-up list. It's almost impossible to keep up with this creator. They're posting almost daily, and then lots of shorts, and a lot of creators are doing something like this. Now, Holly's Adventures, because of the name of the channel, opens it up to the idea of posting anything at all. So not necessarily niched, even though the 90% of the content is video gameplay, but a lot of niche channels also bring a lot of variety when it comes into shorts, and we see that this creator's already gone well past 3,000 and even 4,000 views, up at 4,600 now, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent also. They seem to be doing these once a week or so, and they mix up the gameplay between Stardew Valley, Final Fantasy, and other big titles. 479 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that we know they must be thinking about. They have to be excited about that new graduated monetization system, because they'll be eligible sooner than otherwise would have been. So as well, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So pardon me while I think about getting into this coffee now before it freezes on me. And Wayne's World Unlimited is sitting at 454 subscribers, so they also must be excited about the 500 milestone. That's going to see them eligible for the YouTube Partner Program sooner than otherwise would have been. And Don Ray B, my dear goodness, they did the same thing yesterday, and they've done this countless times before, but they just gifted 5 memberships again And I certainly appreciate the extra generous support here. And I know that the recipients will be happy to have that. Holly's Adventures, Coco Mojo 13, Peter Dell, of course, and Justin Mellow's Music and Vlogs. Will likely all be happy to have those. I'm going to get Peter Dell and Justin Mellow onto the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Kathy Payne may not be here yet, but one of the things you'll notice is that when somebody gifts memberships on your channel, this goes for everybody who's monetized or thinking about it, the notifications work really, really well. So you will probably see some of the gifted members come in during the live stream, usually within moments. Black Gardens and Gardens, thank you for that super chat, by the way. We're going to put your channel up right after Dawn Ray B. That creator also let us know that her first membership was gifted, and this is why she continues to do that, especially so often, and pay that forward by generously giving those memberships to other people as well. Gloria's Platters in the house, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And if Coco Mojo 13 is here, I'll put them on the wheel as well. Oh, Wayne's World Unlimited, you say that you notice the mods have messed up your featured channel section. I wonder if... so I haven't got any managing moderators. I think Scratch and Pete PA might be, and Kristen Welton might be managing moderators. I forget whether I actually did that or not. But I'm not sure, because I haven't used the feature so much myself yet, what is exactly available as things that people can do to the channel when they are a managing moderator. But that's interesting. And then thank you, Consume the Goodness. So, Lori's Tech Time is also here. I'm going to get them on the wheel. Emel DeSalo Show, good to have you in the house. I caught them for a live stream yesterday again. And Lori's Tech Time is a member, so I've got them on the wheel. Wayne's World Unlimited comes to us from the UK, and this creator is bringing us a lot of outdoor footage. One of the things they do is bring us a lot of like bloopers or outtakes in their footage, which is really cool to see. It can be a really fun thing. We've got a few creators who do that now. And he might be telling a story or taking us for a look around. It's pure variety on Wayne's World Unlimited, but this is another creator who always engages conversation when they're here. They got an interesting thing happening with their shorts because they've gotten into 5,000 and even over 7,400 views on a shorts video, but they've got one breakout shorts video here with 232,000 views, which is quite an accomplishment. So hopefully we'll see more along those lines from this creator as well. And they let us know they're an entertainment channel, but like I said, it's pure variety. Wayne's World Unlimited is here with us frequently, and like I said, it's mostly outdoor footage on that channel. Thank you again for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And let's next look at Dawn Ray B. This creator just gifted 5 memberships. They've done that countless times. Yeah, I've lost track of how many times they've done that here in Superchat. It is an overwhelmingly generous thing to do for a couple of reasons, so I certainly appreciate it here. This is an example of why we don't have ads on Superchat anymore. I took them off almost immediately after we started becoming monetized and getting some Super Chats and memberships coming in. That's well over 2 years ago. I think we're approaching 3 years for monetization at the end of the summer. And because the ad money that comes in, almost for everybody, is going to be the smallest part of your income or revenue, you have to make the right decision for your channel. But everybody can see that we're doing just fine here with memberships and super chats. As a quick reminder, it's absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. This is the reason I insist on keeping everything open to everyone. But I do appreciate it. And this is why we're able to take the ads off. Because the trivial, pardon me, I'm happy to have every penny that comes in, but the trivial amount of money that comes in for ads compared to the Super Chats, memberships, and other things, I think it's better for everybody to be able to get in here faster because of what we're doing, so that everybody can really maximize their time. But we have our super chatters and members to thank for that, and there is an abundant number of them. So hopefully everybody will keep that in mind. Now, Don Ray B's up, like I said, because they gifted 5 memberships. Again, we're going to talk about their channel in a moment. The Radio Vault is a brand new channel, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I also notice a little bit more activity here. Woman Outdoors is dropping a super chat, and that is saying, I need some Timmys. I actually will today. Today I will have 2 coffees. One of them will be on Woman Outdoors, and one of them is a homebrew Nescafe type thing. I'm no coffee connoisseur, I promise you that. But I've been trying to drink coffee every day. Almost always black coffee, unless I'm home and have had one already, because I have a sweet tooth like you wouldn't believe. So I'm one of these people who always goes for the chocolate when there's options. You can put chips, popcorn, candy, cake, and everything else, and the chocolate is almost always going to be my target. But that means that something bitter like coffee needs something for me most of the time. Lately I've been having black coffee almost every day. And once in a while, like I said, I'll just sweeten it with honey a little bit, because I would have had the honey anyway. Michael's Adventures, who's a beloved and dedicated moderator and a dear friend here, got me into local honey a while back because I'm struggling with my voice a lot. A couple of times, some of you will remember last September and earlier this year, I had a struggle with my voice for like literally weeks. So I try to alternate hot and cold drinks, especially because we're on for 3 hours, and you know that I never stop talking. And the honey really does help. So even just taking a healthy teaspoon or oversized tablespoon of honey and just eating it the way it is can be enough to coat the throat and keep you going. I just mentioned this stuff because I know we've got a lot of creators in the house that live stream. And if you find yourself struggling and it's only your voice that is the trouble, staying hydrated really helps, making sure you got a drink with you at all times. But a little bit of honey, and I know people in the chat have some other suggestions like lemon and tea and things like that. It can be helpful. Imelda Salo Show also dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. I'm going to get that channel up right after Woman Outdoors. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. You'll notice that, hopefully, let me make sure Bottissimo's doing what it's supposed to. This is what I was talking about. Bottissimo is a paid robot. So you can use a free version of it, I believe. And forgive me if I'm mistaken, because they might have changed that. I've been paying for it a long time. It was $5 a month US, and they upped it to 10. But I insist on paying for it because I just happen to like it here. But you'll notice every time somebody drops a super chat or a membership, it drops a link as well for that person. I know people like those very much. Here we don't do a lot of link drops because it's much more of a good service to everybody when we search, find, and click on each other's names. But the occasional link drop isn't going to hurt anybody either, and I do it on the other channels anyway. Via Speaks Royally is in the house. They're a member. We're going to get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Coach Mary Ma, who wants to motivate and inspire us, is also here. We'll get them onto the wheel. And I should say hello quickly to any of our friends who are running the stream in the background. I know sometimes we have friends who come by and just lurk because they're either working or looking after different things. But I always appreciate everybody listening or watching. And Jaden might be watching, for instance, and a few other friends might be there as well. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. The Bud Files is on the wheel as well. Junkyard Gamer, good to see you here. I think they were in Michael's Adventures premiere earlier as well. Michael's Adventures premieres every day at 9 o'clock. Joe Valdez, video game and movie good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Ed's Crazy Adventures, good to see you in the house. And Canadian Family Life, Tiffany, I did see you come in from New Brunswick. So we're looking at Don Ray B, and this creator, I was talking about it for a few minutes there, was had gifted 5 memberships again. And it's an incredibly generous thing to have done. They've done this repeatedly here in Tuber Chat. I've lost count of how many times. But this creator wants to inspire and motivate us as soon as we get to their channel. You read from their banner, each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true, whatever they are. But this particular creator happens to be in the process of making their own dream come true, thinking about living a homesteading lifestyle, and then recently moving to 4 acres, and now they share that adventure with us in their videos, as well as shorts. So let's have a look at the shorts and see how these are doing. We see that they've already got into well over 1,600, 1,800, and even 2,000 views on a couple of these, so hopefully we'll see some more. And then they're bringing us some how-to videos, some indoor, some outdoor, talking about their homesteading lifestyle. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you see here. But as you can see, this is an incredibly generous, loyal and dedicated supporter. And Don Ray B has been for a long time. Again, she said that her first membership was a gifted one from someone else, and this is why she continues to do this today. So I certainly appreciate the overwhelming generosity, and thank you very much for that. And I'm sure our recipients are very happy to have that as well. V's Place, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And next up is going to be Black Guns and Gardens, and then we'll talk about the stream boss, because Women Outdoors has taken that position. It's the Bankroll, good to see you back in the house again. They're also here yesterday, and I'm going to get It's the Bankroll on the wheel. They're going to help us with our finances. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And when we look at Black Guns and Gardens, we see a creator that's actually bringing us a few product reviews lately, but this creator wants to help us with prepping as well as gardening. And we see that they're talking about taking us on a journey through self-sufficiency, including gardening, prepping, aquaponics, and self-defense. And they're showing us what their family is doing and how they're dealing with those things as well. So when we look at this creator shorts, we see that these have gotten into well over 1,200 and 1,300 views now. Product reviews, so there's a little bit of a hint there as well. And I've seen both of these on other channels. So that might be a small bit of a hint also, is when you are able to get your hands on something that is really popular, then possibly those videos are going to do really well. Because like I said, we've seen both of these in product reviews from other creators on this channel, as well as out there in the YouTube streets as well. They've got a brand new video. I'm going to put this on my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlist could be a great tool for that, and I'll look forward to watching that video. Black Guns and Gardens has been a loyal and dedicated supporter for a long period of time. Thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've got over 1,300 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push them towards the 1,400 we know they're thinking about. I did mention playlists. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Did I not spell Women Outdoors properly? There we go. Woman Outdoors is our stream boss. Pardon me just for a second, because Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventures has come in. Good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And when we look at Woman Outdoors, we notice that she took over the stream boss position. That's the video game life meter under my camera here. And every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure for a little while. So she's held that position before. When you hear people talk in the Super Chat family about LB, they're talking about Woman Outdoors, the host behind this channel. I see that they've got an upcoming premiere, and that's going to be this afternoon in just about 5 hours from now. So I've got my notification on for that. We always put notifications on for everything that we see, whether they're live streams or premieres, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. Because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. They've got a really short video here that they put up a couple of days ago, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well. And then shorts videos on this channel encompass a lot of variety. She brings us outdoors. She's got 1,200, 1,900, 2,700, and even 3,800 views on this newer shorts video. She does a lot of live streaming, and those could be indoors or outdoors as well, as you can see. Now, Woman Outdoors comes from the Erie, Pennsylvania area. She does some product reviews and a lot of camping and other outdoor activities. She might be telling us a story or giving us a look around, but she's able to give us all 4 seasons being in the northeastern United States. So we get to see the sun, the wind, the rain, the extreme heat, the extreme cold, and everything in between, which I find compelling about this particular channel. So hopefully we can push her towards the 1,300 subscribers she's thinking about. And thank you for the super chat again. I will definitely get another coffee later this afternoon from Tim Hortons. And Imelda Salo show is up for the same reason now, and let's see what they've got going on their channel for today. I actually caught them for a live stream, I think it was yesterday. And yeah, there it is right there. Just yesterday they were live streaming again. I've caught them many times. Imelda Salo shows a lot of variety as well. When we get into their shorts, we see that one of these is doing spectacularly. They've got several over 2,600 views, but one over 4,900 and one over 11,000, which is great to see. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thanks for the thumbs up, by the way. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Imelda Salo show as well has got some new videos. I'm going to put one of these into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up, and we see that this creator is also monetized with lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel. So hopefully we can push them towards the 4,400 subscribers that they're thinking about. So let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. We're usually here for 2.5 to 3 hours. It's mostly 3 hours lately, and we can stay that long today. Don Ray B we just saw, because again they gifted 5 memberships, so thank you one more time for that. I really do appreciate that, and I know our recipients will be happy to have those as well. We got a few more names onto the wheel because of that. Blind Kill, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the shares. If anybody does have the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. What we're looking at right now is VS Speaks Royally, and this is a creator who has got well over 4,700 subscribers. It looks like they are now halfway on the road to 4,800. And let me just see if I'm just looking at something in the background here. Rem de Big. One of the things I just want to mention though is being really careful about restreaming other people's content. I appreciate the fact that you're letting me know. I'm not gonna like try to strike it or anything like that. But restreaming now, YouTube has a new policy about using other people's content. It comes under impersonation, and it can be detrimental. So I hope you catch the hint that I'm trying to give you, but restreaming might be a very bad idea. But again, thank you for letting me know. And then Via Speaks Royally. So let's talk about their content. Now, this creator brings a little bit of variety into their videos, but they do have a main subject, which is the royal family, and we see that more than anything else on the channel. When we get into their shorts, we see much more variety, and the live streams are where this creator really focuses on the royal family more than anything else. The shorts here have gotten into 3,600, 4,800, and even 7,100 views, which is great to see. That will likely continue. And then live streams, like I said, are where this channel really shines, as a matter of fact. Look at the view counts on some of these. Now, I'm just going to grab their one of their latest live stream replays, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. And that's just to give me something else to run from them. I'm lucky enough to catch them often, and Via Speaks Royally is an interesting channel to talk about, because one of the things I put a lot of focus on here in Superchat is engaging conversation. When you engage in true conversation on anybody else's channel, you are sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm and could help get their content pushed out even farther. Now, Via Speaks Royally engages conversation everywhere that they go, and I see them out supporting other creators all the time, but they do a great job of leading conversation on their own channel during these live streams, and you will get a real example of engaged conversation, because they've got an audience that is very much engaged when they run these live streams regarding the royal family. And then Junkyard Gamer, yeah, it can be. The world is changing. Years ago it was even harder, and there was a lot of confusion. I've had a situation where I've called a place, asked if I could stream, gone over there, and then been told, no, you can't stream. And, you know, as you can imagine, I was up in arms over it and everything like that. The world is changing. A lot of my friends now who are even outside the Superchat family, who are live streamers and things like that, have challenges with that. I got a DJ friend that just got fired from a gig, actually, because he'd been streaming, and what happened is somebody was at a place doing something they shouldn't have been doing, and they caused a big stink about it, and so now the streaming has been cut off. But it's funny, because YouTube is looked at differently than a lot of the other platforms. So what happens is you might go into a restaurant or a bar or other public location and ask about filming or streaming. Right away, somebody who might be confused and has no idea what they're talking about might tell you that that's illegal and you need permission from everybody and everything else, which is almost in every case not true. But you've got everybody else on their phones taking Instagram and TikTok videos and sometimes streaming and things like that, but it's just not looked at the same way as YouTube right now. It's getting better. And as more and more streamers are out doing more and more things, a lot of places are going to start to understand, hey, YouTubers are actually bringing in customers, especially when it's to places that are charging, either, you know, restaurants or bars charge for their products, but sometimes you have places like mini golf or bowling alleys and things like that that charge you to be there, and that can help as well, bringing in the crowds, if that makes sense. So it will likely get better. I feel that it is already, but it can be frustrating. One of the unwritten rules in life is it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. So myself personally, I don't mind telling you, I would be much happier walking into a place and just start streaming and wait for them to tell me to shut it down. But it might also be a better idea to ask permission before doing what you're doing, and that depends on how you plan on handling the conversation and how far you want to take it. But the other thing too, one thing I do want to mention to everybody, and this is a true suggestion from me, this is my personal opinion. if you are told to stop filming, my suggestion is to stop filming. If somebody says, I don't want to be in your video, or please don't film me, or they allude to it in any way, even if they don't say the exact sentence the way you wish that they would, I would take them out of your video, or delete the video, or blur them, or anything else, because it can be a lot of trouble if somebody asks you not to do something and you do it. So Rem the Big, thank you for that. It's not as much of a big deal for me as it might be for some people, but I certainly don't want anybody getting in trouble, and all the biggest YouTubers have been posting about that update about impersonation, and I know that's not what you were doing, but they talk about the idea of using other people's content, and now saying it's going to be harder to get monetized, or you could be denied monetization if too much of your content is taken from other people's channels. So it's something to think about, but thank you for that. And I do appreciate the support. I know Rem the Big has been here many times. Get to the Farm and I Want to Know are both in the house. I Want to Know as a member. I've got them on the wheel. Which channel was doing Canva tutorials was She Stole My Thunder, and they've got a live stream coming up. I think they set that one up for a week from now, but if you follow She Stole My Thunder, you'll see it in the upcoming live streams. Now, pardon me, because I've probably missed a lot in the chat. If anybody's mentioned anything along the lines of what I'm talking about with filming in different locations and things like that, it is possible to look up certain laws or bylaws in areas where you are, if you want to do like outdoor or on location live streaming or filming for that matter. And actually, even though I said I myself personally am comfortable walking into a place and starting to film and worrying about being told to shut it down afterwards, whereas I understand a lot of people might want to ask permission first. I will give you an example of a great story, though. On my personal channel, I called down to a location that I wanted to do a video at, and it's a wax museum. I happen to live in Niagara Falls and have for many years now, but it's a touristy area, and it's actually known as the honeymoon capital of the world, but they've got lots of touristy type things, including this wax museum. So I want to go down there and do a video, and I called first because I didn't want to get into like all the effort to go in to do it and then being told to shut down. And you know, I live in that city, so I don't want to be giving myself a bad reputation by doing things people don't want done. Anyway, so I called the wax museum and I spoke to somebody who was a advertising or marketing or promotion director for the company that owns it. And they offered to come down and actually help me film. And the reason why is because that way I could film the wax museum, but not every single display in the museum. That way they could have me show the things they want me to show, keep a little bit of mystery so people have to go there for a true experience, and it made a better video in the end. So that's a story about asking permission first and having the target location go over and above to assist, which I thought was great. So that's an example, but you know, I just want to put a little bit of focus on this. I know we don't get a chance here in Tuber Chat to talk about things on a large scale a lot of the time, but this is just an idea. And yeah, we're moving fast in the chat today, and forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. Especially when it comes to what we're talking about filming or some of the other ideas that we've had. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, and I'll keep my eyes open. I tend to miss a lot, especially while I'm talking and getting into those long speeches. And one of the things I should remind everybody is just to watch the self-promotion. It's not so much of a big deal here. Our mods aren't going to delete your messages and things like that. I can't imagine anybody's going to go running to your channel if you say you've got a video coming up or anything like that, or you're going to be streaming in an hour or any of that stuff. So it may not be helpful, but we want to instill good habits in everyone here and good etiquette. And what can happen is you can go into other people's live streams and find yourself timed out or banned or worse, just by mentioning the idea, like, hey guys, I'm filming a video, or I've got a video coming up or something, and we don't want to see that happen. So it's just an idea. We always watch the self-promotion here. M&T Living and Cooking, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then I just want to check one channel, see if it's real. It is. And again, if I've missed anything, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. So, Canadian Family Life is up on the screen right now. This is Tiffany from New Brunswick. This creator, more than anything else, wants to help us save money when it comes to grocery hauls and things like that. But they've been doing a lot of cooking videos lately. They almost come to us from the homesteading community of channels. They've been with us a couple months now. It feels longer than it is, because Canadian Family Life has really made themselves a part of, first of all, the Superchat family, but I see them out building a great reputation as a supporter. They've been on more StreamYard panels than I can probably count. And they've got a new video here with a container gardening idea plant update. It's harvest time. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with that video. I see Rambling with the Brooms coming in. That's another fellow Canadian from close to our nation's capital of Ottawa. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. My copy and paste doesn't want to work. And that was a minor glitch, but that's okay. So, Canadian Family Life also is getting close to 1,400 subscribers, and it's not a surprise because this creator is so supportive to others. I see them out supporting others in their chats, but especially on the StreamYard panels as well. This creator's got quite a few shorts that have gotten into well over 1,000 views now, and one of them over 2,400. This was cool because they posted this on a day that we were streaming, and we were able to see this video jump up in views over time. They've got another indoor TV fireside chat. I caught the last one. Hopefully I'll catch this. That's tonight, and that's going to be in about 8 hours from now. So if anybody hasn't already connected to Canadian Family Life, I hope you will, and then you can catch that live stream. So this is just more of a, not even quite a suggestion as anything else, but one of the things that creators can do, you'll notice it on the Superchat channel, is put a section on your front page called upcoming live streams. When you don't have any upcoming streams, it doesn't show up, but when you do, it comes right on the front page there. So when people are connecting from here, they could say, oh wow, like Tiffany's going to go live tonight, and then set the notification for that. Otherwise, they've got to go to the live stream page, or they might not know. Now, we're putting notifications on for every channel. You'll notice that I do that also, and you'll see my notifications. I'll clear them right now just for fun. We'll see how fast they rack up past 10 again. But we want to give everybody the opportunity to catch us whenever we can, in the easiest way possible, if that makes sense. Rambling with the Brooms, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They also happen to have been a member for almost 2 years now. Now, we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We'll get back to spinning in a moment. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Rambling with the Brooms is Scott. You probably recognize this creator as well from several other channels like Butler Family Farm, who also might be still in the chat with us. Scott from Rambling with the Brooms very much wants to help others grow. and really makes himself a part of the YouTube community that surrounds his channel and expands into others as well. Now, this creator's gotten into 1,600, 3,000, and even 7,700 views in shorts, which is great to see. They bring pure variety there, and they've got a couple of live stream series where you can meet more friends and family members as well. This creator has Thursdays and Fridays. They've got a long-running series of live streams where they introduce us to other creators. It's pure variety, and sometimes they do StreamYard panels as well. Rambling with the Brooms as well will now get into product reviews, and we saw this on another channel today, as well as, he happens to be great friends with Lazy Days Ahead. These two creators have a project. This short video is going to give you a small bit of information. They both have live streams on their channel talking about this particular cruise that's coming up, and this is an example of the collaborations that can go on between creators. But Rambling with the Brooms and Lazy Days Ahead are putting together a cruise to leave from Seattle in August of 2025 to go to Alaska. And you can get all the information you need from both of these creators. But they both very much take part in the YouTube community, and they're constantly promoting other channels as well. So when you get there, you will likely meet lots of friends and family members. And Rambling with the Brooms has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. Like I said, a fellow Canadian. He happens to be monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. He's got over 1,700 subscribers now, so hopefully we can push him a little bit farther. Cruising Koozies, good to see you here. Unidentified S4 happens to be a member. That's Anthony, an extremely dynamic host. And we'll get them onto the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. After a long period of time, I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. Our New Land, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. And Rambling with the Brooms, thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I'm going to get professional paranormal research up onto the screen right now. I should remind everybody as well, episode 600 of Tuber Chat is coming up in just 2 weeks on Saturday, and I hope everybody can make it. I've already posted it. You can set the notification for that, but we always do something special, which I haven't decided on yet. For episode 600, we did something a little bit different for 500, and if you go back and watch 1, 2, 3, and 400, you'll see more informative videos where I had a discussion with my dear friend Elevate with Vern for 2 hours each time about YouTube updates, analytics changes, and all kinds of different stuff. Professional paranormal research comes to us from the paranormal genre of channels, and we had this influx of paranormal and abandoned location exploration channels come in starting about 2.5, almost 3 years ago actually, and it continues to be a vibrant community today. This creator happens to be officially on the road to 2K. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. So since they've crossed 1900, they're officially on the road to 2K now. They post videos frequently, so they got another really short video, but I'm going to put this one in my catch-up list just so I can stay caught up here. And as you can see, they're bringing a lot of variety in their paranormal videos. They've got a few shorts here. This is a little bit more variety, but one of these has already hit 2,400 views, which is great to see. And then live streams. They've got quite a few set up. I've already got my notifications today, tomorrow, and the next day. So we've got lots of fresh content that's going to be happening on this channel over the next couple of days, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Junkyard Gamer, thank you again. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, yeah, see, that happens, Glorious Platter. I've had that happen as well. I had somebody get all bent out of shape. Now the truth is, they ask. What I would do is, if I'm outdoor live streaming, I'll often reach around the corner. In the city of Niagara Falls in Canada, there's one company that owns a lot of properties in the touristy area, and they specifically say that they don't want the staff on video. So you have to be careful how you're filming. And so what I would do is, I'd have the camera on me, but I'd be like peeking around the corner, not putting it on the staff, and then saying, hey, I'm on YouTube, is that okay? And waiting for them to say yes or no. And I did have a place say, no, we don't want to be on film. Okay, no problem. And then as I walked up the stairs, one of their staff walked in front of the camera, and I was like, oh. And then afterwards, they came looking on YouTube to see, and they got me, and they said, we want you to take that down, and I told you not to film, and blah, blah, blah. And, not that I want to discount what they said. It was, an easily made accident catching that person on film. But again, I did delete that section of the video. And the other thing that can be a headache is that it takes time. So I haven't had to edit anything lately. But if you have, let's say, a live stream or a video on YouTube, and you have to use their system to edit a section, it can take up to 24 hours for it to process. So if somebody says to you, I don't want to be in your video, get me out of there, you better delete that right now, I'm gonna blah 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 blah, then you got to go and edit it, which takes time, and that could be anywhere from, who knows, 15 minutes to half an hour to even get it done. And then it still takes 24 hours for it to disappear. The best you can do is say, okay, I'll make the video private, and after it's done processing, make it public again, or unlist it if you want to take that chance. Even though they've got a browser history, they might still get back to it or whatever. But these are the headaches that can come. So it's just an idea. A lot of times you'll get more friendly conversations than what I'm talking about here. But these are just my own experiences that I wanted to mention, because I've done a lot of outdoor live streaming. And I've got friends that do a lot of outdoor live streaming and share stories with me as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get our next channel ready to go. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into the stream right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And thank you, Rushing Wind Mountain. It is a tedious process. Intro to Mills, good to see you in the house. That's a longtime friend. And Gail's Southern Living has a couple of different channels. She comes to us from the homesteading community of channels as well. We'll be back in just over 3 minutes. Pardon me. I'm not watching the time. I'm grabbing a little snack here. I didn't actually eat breakfast. I wake up and I eat a muffin every day. Hopefully Just Chasing Keto's not hearing me say that, but this is my routine, and I'm hoping to eventually stop that too. But it caused me this morning to not be hungry, so I didn't eat breakfast. Then I found myself hungry as soon as we started Tuber Chat, so I got this granola bar beside me, and I'm grabbing little bites of it whenever I can. I think it was too late on that one. Coach Mary Ma is up on the screen right now, and I'm wondering to myself, I see a few creators saying like, okay, see you later, as soon as we put on the back in a moment screen. I wonder if I've got to change that, because we always know that a few people exit every time we go on a break, and it's not a problem because Tuber Chat's always busy, but I wonder if I should do something to adjust that. One of the things that you'll notice in your YouTube journey is that you can find ways to improve not just your video production, but you can almost start to control, especially in live streams, how busy they become. Once you're lucky enough to have it busy to a point of being almost overwhelming, pardon me, it can you can do different things to your live streams to decide how many people you want right away at the beginning, or if you want them to trickle in, how you can keep some kind of control. YouTube gives us a couple of controls. You notice that here we put the 20-minute time limit. That helps with trolling, spamming, and make sure that everybody who comes in has an idea of what we're doing before they get here. That's been helpful. You can put slow mode on your chat. We used to have it on. We found we don't need it, but slow mode can help if your chat's going like way too fast and you find yourself missing too much. Of course, the moderators help with that as well. Rock Chick Beauty's in the house from the UK. Good to see you here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Coach Mary Ma wants to motivate us and inspire us. The idea is they are a reset coach. You can get more information on their About page. And they use a 5-step process to help people rebuild self-confidence and improve self-worth. And you'll find that when you get there. They've got a live stream coming up. I'm setting the notification for that. We set notifications for everything now, whether it is live streams or premieres, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. The J. Jordan, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I caught their morning workout today. They're on just about every single day working out and sharing music and things as well. Pardon me. Coach Mary Ma is working on 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. In their videos, you're going to find a lot of motivation and inspiration. Shorts as well have bite-sized information from this creator with a little bit of variety, getting into 1,100, 1,300, and even 1,600 views. And then live streams are frequent. I caught them for one just a few days ago, and like I said, they got another one coming up that's actually tomorrow. So it looks like they might be planning these every week on Monday. And Coach Mary Ma, just please correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like those are all falling on Mondays the last few weeks. Jefferson Sadayo, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. I don't know if that's actually a channel. They might be here just to chat, which is fine. You're going to find that everybody here, the 99%, will have channels, and the idea is, of course, to support each other over the long term. But we'll see what Jefferson Sadayo's got going on. One of the things I can give everybody as a hint, though, as well, is that a lot of the creators that have been with Tuber Chat for any amount of time will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat right away, with good reason. because they want to see what people are saying in the chat and get an idea of their intention before connecting. They want to basically make a judgment call and make sure that somebody's a loyal and dedicated supporter before connecting with them. So I follow that as well, and tend to not necessarily fish. It's easier to get a conversation going and then connect in a few minutes with somebody. You never want to rush, right? Because we're thinking quality versus quantity. You're always going to get the quantity eventually anyway. In this particular live stream, everybody here will have a channel. Jefferson Sadayo, I just noticed that your channel in the background says that it's a account that's set up for chatting in live streams, which is cool. So hopefully you're feeling welcome, and if you do have a channel, then just please let us know. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen and we'll see who's coming up next. Florida Claimers Ted is coming up, and we'll see what they've got going on. They're doing a lot of lottery ticket scratching lately. In the meantime as well, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Savage Batman, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Florida Claimers Ted has quite a few shorts going on here, and these have started to already get into 3,900, 4,700 views. They got one breakout shorts video here with 26,000, which is great to see. They live stream frequently, but one of the things you're going to notice about Florida Claimers Ted is that they also happen to collaborate with other creators. They've been a regular lately on the Stock Explorers channel, who's with us as a member and a moderator, actually. And then when we look at their subscriber count, we see they're at over 1,300. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,400 they're thinking about. And they're posting videos frequently as well. But Florida Claimers Ted, I think, supports all of my channels, as a matter of fact. They're here on the music channel as well, and I see them out supporting other creators all the time also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels, excuse me, as we've already been on for well over an hour now. We've still got almost 2 hours to go, so lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Butler Family Farm is going to come up. We talked about them earlier because they do a really good job of making themselves a part of the YouTube community, and what I mean by that is that they've been out for a couple of meetups. They really want to get involved in other channels as well as their own. Now, their monetization celebration is coming up after the summer, but you'll see a lot of familiar faces on their channel as well. They comes to us from the homesteading community, and they have 116 acres of farming and homesteading to bring us on their channel. They're actually going to bring cattle, goats, donkeys, a couple of horses, llamas, as well as chickens, and then their pets, a few dogs, a few cats. And then after the farming day is done, they'll take us bowling, woodworking. They'll do some fiber crafts, blacksmithing, gaming, as well as gardening, and then some travel whenever that comes up as well. We look in their shorts videos and we see that these have already gotten into 33 and even 4,300 views. And then when we get into their live streams, we're going to see that they've been really taking part in, first of all, StreamYard panels, but a lot of meetups. So they did the Ozarks meetup, which I don't know anything about yet. I have to possibly learn about that one. It's something that's passed. But a while back, they did the Mid-America meetup, and this is what I was talking about. There's Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. You'll see a lot of other familiar faces on their channel. Collaborating can be a great way to build your audience. Whenever you appear on anybody else's channel, you're almost always guaranteed to grab at least a small handful of subscribers. But I believe you're generously sharing content with them as well, as you can see from Scott here. But this is the Mid-America meetup. These three particular live streams, I always talk about these because I was lucky enough to catch them while they were live. And 80 different channels worth of creators and supporters showed up to this huge meetup. And we were lucky to have that covered by Butler Family Farm. You can see the audience here. Like you can see the participants is what I mean to say as well. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Butler Family Farm, of course, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have been for a long time. Mona Did What is going to be the next channel that we're going to look at on the screen. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. You know what it's like to get into a premiere or a live stream. You get captivated by the content or the conversation and forget that thumbs up for a few minutes. That's why we give each other so many reminders, and I appreciate those as well. And then Mona Did What is here with almost 2,300 subscribers. They're halfway on that road right now. And when we look at Mona Did What's content, we actually featured this channel quite some time ago, and they bring us a lot of quilting and other crafting, but they show us not only the equipment that can be used for sewing and quilting and bag making and things like that, but they talk about how to, first of all, avoid mistakes, because it's easy to make mistakes when we're doing different things, but to fix some of the mistakes that we're sure to make along the way, which is really cool. And I found it compelling because I haven't seen some of the stuff that they've used. For instance, we can imagine the work that goes into making a quilt, for instance, especially the fact that these can be so valued. And that doesn't necessarily mean financially, right? The idea is when somebody has made a quilt. Now, I haven't got a quilt right now that I can think of. I have had them throughout my family throughout the years, but I've heard stories about the idea that, you know, if, let's say, in place of a financial donation to somebody who was in need, they might also find extra value in some of the things that could be made, because somebody who knows how to make a quilt might be able to easily afford the time to put together something like that for someone. They will value it so much more than a blanket that would have otherwise just been given, let's just say, from a store. Not that that needs to be discounted, but you know what I mean. And these are kind of stories that I've heard throughout our YouTube journey, as a matter of fact, from other creators. But it's wonderful when people have talent like this. I was lucky enough as a young lad to learn in school how to do a small amount of sewing and things like that in what we called home economics class, but nothing to that scale, of course. So I'm always impressed when I see that kind of work. And Mona Did What's got a vibrant community of creators doing the same types of things. They've got some shorts videos here that have gotten into well over 5,000 views, which is great to see. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that they're streaming frequently, and they've actually got a few coming up over the next few days or a week or so. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We always put notifications on for all these live streams and premieres and things like that as well. Be Amazing Sylvia is in the house. Pardon me, and that is a creator that's been with us pretty much from the beginning. She's one of the 7 creators that made up the Drop the Link Day crew, and they continue to allow people to meet friends and family members on their channel in a similar in a similar way to what we do here as well. So let's spin the wheel. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Let's get the J. Jordan up here, and this creator brings us fitness and music more than anything else, but they also take us out for a lot of live streaming, different events and things like that. And let's see what they've got going on for today. I caught them this morning, but they're on just about every single day. You can see these, like, streaming almost every day, videos almost every day, shorts. They've really got some magic happening here, because some of these have gotten well beyond 10,000 to even 11,000, 17,000, and even 20,000 views, which is really cool, and beyond, of course. So the J. Jordan, it's no surprise that they're growing so rapidly at now almost 3,300 subscribers, because they're on all the time. They post multiple videos a day on their own channel. They're either streaming or working out, they're either working out or performing music or taking us outdoors, and they happen to be monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. East Dad, good to see you in the house. When we dig through their videos, we find here's a lot of fitness, there's some music here like I was talking about. If they're not on their own channel, they're probably on somebody else's, and you might recognize the J. Jordan from other people's channels, because they literally seem to be on all the time. Here's an example, out on the bike, taking us for a ride along. Here they are at the bowling alley. I've caught them for several of these live streams. And then, like I said, fitness and music as well. So the J. Jordan will literally tell you that their channel is set up to help promote others. And they certainly do that all the time, but they've always got a lively chat going on during their live streams. And I think they're on every morning, as a matter of fact. The Bud Files is coming up. I need a quick moment, and I'll be right back. The Bud Files are modern-day archaeologists, and what they seek to do on their channel is uncover history and digitally preserve it. They do that through video, shorts, and live streams. They've got a premiere that's coming up tomorrow, so I've got my notification on for that. And you'll get more information on their About page. They take us to ghost towns, abandoned places, graveyards, cemeteries, and then they've got some shorts videos that bring a lot of variety as well. They've really expanded the content over the last long period of time. They've gotten into 3,400, 5,000, even 15,000 views on one of these, and live streams are frequent. So I'm going to take their live stream replay and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list, and that's just so I can give them a couple of watch minutes there, almost a watch hour if you want to call it that. And the Bud Files are here every single day. They're out supporting other creators every day as well. I run into them constantly when I'm out trying to do the same thing, bouncing in between premieres and live streams. When we look at their live streams, we see that they've really expanded their content, like I was saying, by getting into things like singing or dancing or just hanging out. They could be indoors, they could be outdoors. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And we'll see what's happening with Anthony at Unidentified S4. This is a channel that's going to talk to us about the unexplained, and they've got a vibrant community there. Now, I use the word dynamic to describe literally almost everybody behind each channel that I put up on the screen here, and I really do believe that, even though I use the same words over and over and over again, because as far as I have always heard, the number one fear on the planet is speaking in front of an audience. And when you think about that, the next level is just beneath that might be to do the same thing under a camera, right? Which is what we are all, for the most part, doing. Almost everybody. I know there's a lot of channels out there that are what they call faceless, where you don't have to be on screen. But the majority of what comes through the Superchat family have creators that are talking on a camera often. Anyway, the reason why I get into this long speech is just to describe Anthony, the creator behind this channel, who's now approaching 11,000 subscribers. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of even 3,000 and beyond. Is it Marie Holiday? I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. But thank you for the share. Thank you for coming in. Marie Holiday, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Unidentified S4, like I said, features Anthony, but he's usually got a StreamYard panel going on, at least in the live streams. When we get into the shorts, we're going to see that this creator has gotten several that have really killed it, right into the 13,000, 25,000, and 27,000 views, and then live streams are frequent on the channel as well. I've got notifications on for one coming up tonight and one coming up in a few days, but I've caught them many times, and when we get in here, you see what I mean. They've got StreamYard panels coming in all the time, and they are going to talk about all things bizarre. They fearlessly venture into the unknown, armed with curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, and they're going to describe all the different things relating to the unexplained, so UFOs, the paranormal, cryptids, and then lots of newsworthy content as well. And they've always got great video production. Actually, the very first production I ever saw from this creator happened to be a live stream, and they put a special intro on it. It was a birthday live stream, I think, and I've caught them many times after that. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Like I said, obviously much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by. Let's spin the wheel. Jamie Hart, did see you come in. It took me a second to get you on the wheel, but I did get you on the wheel now. Scratch and PPA's coming up on the screen. And Just Jason Keto is gifting a membership again. He's done that countless times, literally. And I really do appreciate the extra generous support. You know, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And Big Dude will be happy to have received that gifted membership, I'm sure. And then Jefferson Sadayo, I only add names to the wheel based on activity here in the chat. So basically what happens is it takes a very long time, just because Superchat's so busy these days. But after another hour or so, I'll start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. And I have a robot in the background that keeps track of all that stuff. But thank you for asking, and thank you for being here again. Just Jason Keto, we looked at earlier, but thank you again for that gifted membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We usually treat those like super chats, so otherwise we would put that channel up on the screen, but we looked at it earlier, and Just Jason Keto's here with us every single day, as a matter of fact. Phasio the King, Naruto Luffy Goku, good to see you in the house. They happen to be a member, so we'll put them on the wheel right away. Dorinda Fulton also is here. And, pardon me just for 1 second while I'm looking at something in the background here. Jamie Hart is up on the screen right now. This is another creator who is a dynamic host, as a matter of fact, especially when you catch them in the live streams. And she brings a ton of variety on her channel, so I'll describe it. She brings horror, Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and happens to be a cat lover. She shares that passion with us as well. She does a great job of keeping up with the chat. I actually caught her for a live stream not too long ago, and she was describing Superchat as her secret weapon, which I thought was an interesting way to put it, but she's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. And let's see what she's got going on, because she's got a brand new video, Rad 9 Movies That Made Us challenge. This is interesting. I'm going to see what you have to say here. I've put that video in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with her a little bit. We're going to look at the shorts videos here. She just posted a few, but already over 100 views, so that will likely continue, and those will continue to grow as you post more and more. 614 subscribers now, so she has to be excited about the new graduated monetization system where creators can now get added to the partner program with 500 subscribers instead of waiting for the 1,000. And Phase Yoda King Naruto Luffy Goku, thanks for keeping that membership going. I certainly appreciate that. What we're going to do right now is take another break. Let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And if anybody, if I've missed anything in the chat, if I've missed anything at all that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And we'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back and Roadhog will be up next. Alright, we're back looking at Roadhog, and this is a channel that was recently featured. We feature a different channel every single day on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. And we do that so that you literally have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. And when we look at Roadhog, we see over 500 subscribers. Thank you, Jefferson, and hope to see you again soon. And let us know if you're going to post videos on that channel. Roadhog is breathing new life into things that otherwise might have been passed by or discarded. They let us know on their About page. Everything in their videos was found in the trash. They've actually really expanded their content. When I featured this channel, I actually went through a few of their videos. And the reason why I do that is, I'm following channels over weeks and months and now even getting into years. Channels usually get featured after a few months when I see that they've had real impact in the YouTube community or Superchat community. And when I look at Roadhog, though, they started out by refurbishing a lot of things and taking a lot of things apart, like vacuum cleaners and different types of appliances for scrap metal. And they show us that process. But they've actually expanded their content as well. Sometimes they're cutting the lawn around the house or taking us for a ride-along video and things like that. But this creator's here with us just about every single day as well, and obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. I'm just going to take their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with them. Their shorts videos have gotten into 1,900 and even 2,400 views now, and then live streams are something that they do occasionally, so we'll keep an eye on the channel, see if they continue. I've got notification bells on for every channel, of course, and you remember earlier in the stream I cleared my notifications. We're back well up over 10 already. If I ever take the day off from YouTube and haven't been on, I get over 200 notifications, as you can imagine. Wayne's World Unlimited is asking a question, something you just noticed. Some content creators have a blue tick next to their name on their channel. What does that mean? If I'm right, it likely means that they are a verified channel. So I'm not sure if that means if you're talking about the, oh, pardon me, some content creator, blue tick next to the name on the channel, and Wayne's World Unlimited, do you mean on their channel page, or do you mean here in the Superchat community, here in our stream right now? Forgive me for not being sure. If it's here in our stream right now, those are badges for memberships, right? And they change colors over time. You'll notice like Mike and Rihanna's Adventures has a yellow badge. Abandoned Exploring Mike has blue. And there's many different colors. I've used the... I've designed the badges here to match the YouTube default graphics that they give you when you have memberships on your channel. You don't have to upload badges. YouTube will add their own automatically, but you can upload your own if you want. So I wonder if that's what you mean. But those are member badges. Otherwise, some channels, like on other social networks as well, like Twitter, Instagram, and things like that, channels can be verified. So let's say somebody who's a very popular public figure, like Ariana Grande, for instance, will probably have a blue check mark next to their name on the other social networks to let people know that it's a real account. I don't have a tick right now, so that would be like for, if I'm right, that's for public figures, and that's something that you'd get added like much later on when you start getting into the hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And the biggest reason for that is so that people understand that when they're looking for a popular public figure, that they're on the right channel, or a brand, for instance, right? You know, anybody can make a Coca-Cola channel, but you don't, a lot of people will try either on YouTube or other social networks to make a channel look like it's somebody else. Like Joe Rogan, for instance, is somebody who's got people making videos like crazy, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, T-Series, and all these others. They're impersonation channels. YouTube's taken a stance against impersonation and using other people's content, for instance. But on other social networks, you'll notice that a lot of social networks have a verification system. Anybody can be verified on Twitter. I'm thinking about doing it with the Superchat channel. Although Twitter is complimentary. You know, we're not really putting content out there. We're just putting reminders about our streams over there. How do you customize badges and emojis? Ask Canadian Family Life. So the emojis and the badges can be made in different graphics program. I happen to be a Photoshop guy, so I use Photoshop to do those kinds of things. Canva can do it, and any other graphics program should be able to do it, especially if you're going to have ones that are not perfect squares. You will want something that can export as a transparent PNG. The thing about them is they're very, very small. So they're literally only 32 pixels by 32 pixels. And for anybody that understands graphics, or if you're just learning, you'll know very quickly that that is extremely small in today's world of the internet and all the different things that we look at. But those badges can just be made, you can just name them whatever you want, and then when you're monetized and ready to upload them, there's a section when you start looking under your Earn tab, under memberships, and your offerings, it'll give you a place to upload those custom badges and emojis if you'd like to. So hopefully that makes sense, but that's how those are done. And you see, so I've matched the colors that YouTube gives as default. So you'll notice like Canadian Family Life has kind of an aqua green there, and then the Bud Files has an orange, Coach Mary Ma has a yellow, for instance. So that's an example. And then, yeah, Wayne's World Unlimited. So I'm pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure I'm right about the verification system from YouTube. So that, like, when you're looking at Mr. Beast, you know it's Mr. Beast. Or so when you know that you're looking at a huge brand like Universal Music, you know you're looking at Universal Music. For instance, I could be slightly mistaken, but we could look up the check marks like in the YouTube community guidelines and things like that. Makeup Mom and Son is here as a moderator and a member. I'm going to add them onto the wheel right now. Makeup Mom and Son has been a dear friend for a very long time and is another creator who will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on her channel. We'll talk about it when it comes up. Right now, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is up. They've got a new video from yesterday. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to stay caught up with them. And I just need a quick second here. Again, pardon me. We'll be right back. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are growing rapidly. They really make themselves a part of the YouTube community. You'll actually recognize them from a lot of other StreamYard panels and things like that. Lots of collaborations. They come to us from the homesteading community of channels, and they happen to be fellow Canadians in Alberta. Actually, they're working on 2,700 subscribers. They could be indoors, they could be outdoors, they could be doing a how-to video or taking us on an adventure, or giving us a chance to get to know them. And when we look at their shorts videos, we see that a lot of these have gotten into well over 2,300 views. They've got a couple of breakout shorts here, one with 84,000 and one with 307,000 views, which is great to see, and that's obviously drawn in some subscribers for them as well. When we look at their live streams, we see another couple are coming up. They've got one today in about 5 hours from now. And then they are they've already got next week set up as well. You can see that they're connecting with a lot of other creators. This is what I mean about the StreamYard panels. I see Eddie Lugo Studios, Mustard Drill on there, and some other familiar faces as well. So it's great. There's Mike and Rihanna's Adventures in the middle beside Destination Fun there. It's wonderful to collaborate. It's a great way to grow your channel. And Mike and Rihanna's adventures have been loyal and dedicated supporters here in Tuber Chat for quite some time. Next, I'm going to show you Rihanna's weekly extras. And this is a complimentary channel where they are expanding the content here. So they got a few shorts. These have already gotten into over 800 views. That will likely continue as they post more and more. It's been a couple of months, but hopefully they'll post more videos, more how-to, more indoors, more outdoors. Like I said, a complimentary channel to Mike and Rihanna's adventures, and then even live streams are here. I'm going to take this live stream replay. It's very short. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and I'll just give a couple of watch minutes to the second channel. This one has 71 subscribers right now. They're closing in on their 3,000 watch hours, so if anybody has wants to swap playlists in the chat with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Michael's Adventures is up here right now. He is known as one of the most supportive creators that I have met in my 6 years on YouTube. And Makeup Mom and Son's actually at work. And then Patrick Hollett, that's good stuff. Always volunteering time and getting involved in charity events, I think, is a great idea for almost everyone. Let's look at what Michael's Adventures has got going on. This creator is posting every single day. So they premiere every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. Sometimes they put out more than one video per day. They've got one coming up this afternoon, as a matter of fact, again. And I caught them this morning. But they post frequently, and this creator has got more wildlife than anything else on their channel. They've got a lot of raccoons, they've got foxes, they've got deer, there's some bird watching here, and over 3,000 videos. Now, this creator brings a little bit more variety because they enjoy the outdoors, and they bring us for stories to be told, looks around their area. And they bring some shorts as well with some more variety where they might be scratching a lottery ticket or playing a slots game on a tablet. Sometimes they bring us a little bit more variety in shorts videos as well. I didn't see this one, the Lock Bridge. This is interesting, like what they have. I think it's in France, right? Is that in Paris where that Lock Bridge is? And Michael's Adventures is going to close in on 1,200 subscribers soon enough. This creator will certainly be willing to swap playlists and has been all the way along. So happens to be also a beloved and dedicated moderator here and a dear friend of mine for a long time. Every moderator here is a dear friend of each other also. And they all have an overwhelming sense of generosity. So whenever you visit their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members in the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat as well. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. The Bullock Experience is in the house. Good to see you here. We'll see what's going on with Makeup Mom and Son. Look at that luck. She just came in a few minutes ago and almost instantly comes up on the screen. Makeup Mom and Son happens to be at work right now, she said, but she is another dear friend and happens to be here as a beloved and dedicated moderator as well, so you'll be able to meet more friends and family members when you're over there. I'm quite behind with her videos, but I'm going to take the latest shopping haul Boxy Charm video and put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up the smallest bit. I always catch up with the moderators after a little while. I'll just go and run everything that they've done in case I've missed a bit. Now, Makeup Mom and Son's been monetized a long time. Super Chats and memberships available to support her with when we get there. She started with makeup and beauty and continues that today, but this creator really puts a lot of effort into coming up with new ideas for the audience, and one of the things she's done is a lot of hauls, a lot of unboxings, and even monthly subscription services, and she's gone as far as to mix those up as well so that we get different things to watch all the time. She's done mukbang style challenges and reviews and traditional product reviews and sponsored videos and things like that as well. She's had great success with shorts videos and gotten into 3,800 and 4,700 views. One of them over 37,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams as well, where this creator hopefully will continue these, but she has collaborated with a lot of creators. She hops in on StreamYard panels. She's had a lot of StreamYard panels of her own. I've joined her both on her channel and many others many times. She's even done an interview series where she introduces us to a lot of other creators, and I've been lucky to be interviewed on that series as well. Big Valley Living, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. When we look at Makeup Mom and Son, we can also look at another channel called Caden Plays It. And this is a channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So there she is again. I see they've posted a few more shorts videos, and some of these have started to really move into over 600 views. One of them over 2,200, which is great to see. This creator brings unboxings, product reviews, and video gameplay with the help of Makeup Mom and Son, of course. And then when we get into the live streams, we might see some more video gameplay from this creator. We'd love to encourage this young creator by pushing them a little bit farther than halfway through the race to the first 100. They're almost there. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting the first 100 and other milestones along the way all the time. I Want to Know is coming up next, and this is a story I like to tell because I want to know and get to the farm is the husband and wife combo, and I'm always happy to talk about channels when we have in real life friends or family members supporting each other, because one of the biggest complaints that I've gotten, the biggest complaint that I've gotten on YouTube in my 6 years is that why is it so difficult to get in real life friends and family members to support our channels and our videos when we can find people online willing to do it? And it makes it that much more special, in my opinion, when we do find in real life friends and family members supporting each other wholeheartedly. I Want to Know and Get to the Farm are never far behind each other when it comes especially to the Tuber Chat live streams, for which I'm grateful. Now, I Want to Know has another brand new video, and this creator is going to talk to us about the unexplained. They've got 371 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And when we look at the About page, we get more of an idea of what they intend to do on the channel. They're delving deep into the mysteries of the past. We can join them on a journey through time and space as they uncover the secrets of advanced civilizations, lost artifacts, and ancient legends, and much more. They've got some shorts on the channel, and these have started to move into almost 700 and almost 800 views, so that will likely continue. And I'm going to show you Get to the Farm, which is the wife of I Want to Know. And this creator comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, getting very, very close on the official road to 1K at 954 right now. They posted a few videos this week. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit there. They've got some shorts on this channel as well, and these have gotten into well over 4,000 and almost 5,000 views. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that this creator used to bring live streams, but they've already let me know that they're considering the idea of continuing live streams soon, and if they do, everybody will be welcome to meet more friends and family members. Of course, they'll have focus on the homesteading community, but they definitely want to help others grow as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Both Get to the Farm and I Want to Know have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for quite some time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Mama 4 boys. Is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then just as a reminder for anybody, especially that's fairly new or brand new to Tuber Chat. The wheel and the screen are open to everyone, and after a little while I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list, probably another 20 minutes to half an hour from now. It's always based on engagement in the chat, particularly with conversation. I have a robot in the background that keeps track of that, but the more you engage true conversation with other creators here, the faster you get onto the wheel when it's time, and then eventually the screen. Of course, the wheel adds suspense, if not frustration, to everybody as well. And Phasio to King Naruto Luffy Goku is going to bring us lots of different cartoons in variety on their channel, and their shorts videos have gotten into several thousand views because of this. As well, live streams, they're bringing video gameplay, which is very cool, and then as well videos are posted frequently. Most of the videos are quite short, but I'm going to grab the latest one, put it in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up on another piece of content. Phasio to King Naruto Luffy Goku, pardon me, Phasio to King Naruto Luffy Goku has been a longtime friend, actually. And let's spin the wheel. Oh, Mama Four Boys, did I not see you yesterday? That could have been possible. Yeah, I wonder about that. I might have missed your channel. I didn't mean to have missed that. I've had that happen. You know, I think we all have, where at an unexpected time our phone will just die. We forgot that we weren't charging it. Euphonic Balance, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And we're looking at Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By. This is a creator that wants to inspire us in a spiritual way. They're actually a longtime friend. Some of us will remember about a year ago a channel by the name of Kitty Mom Adventures, and I had actually been with them on their channel once for a long, it started as an interview, but it turned into a friendly conversation that lasted about 4 hours. Actually, and Kitty Mom Adventures has restarted and reset their channel. So Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By is here now. They just picked up a membership again. They've done that many times, so I appreciate that, of course. And then I'm just going to look at their newest videos. So they've got quite a bit that's come up over the last couple of weeks. I've put the latest video in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Their shorts videos have gotten into 390 and even 823 views. It's not going to be long before they cross 1,000 as they continue to post. And there's our dear friend Tend the Sheep Where You Are, Don't Pass Them By right there. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Peter Dell is coming up from Australia. This creator is extremely energetic and always has positive things to say in the chat when they're here. Peter Dell is well over 7,000 subscribers now, working on 7,200. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. I'm just going to look through their videos right now. I'm going to take the this one here on their front page. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll just give me another piece of content to watch from this creator. They've got some shorts video, or just one shorts video now. Forgive me, I'm mistaken. 7,400 views on this, so that's great. And hopefully they'll continue to post those, but you can see that they're just giving us a look around Australia, and they've got some beautiful footage here, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Peter Dell is with us frequently here in Tuber Chat, of course. So what we're going to do right now is go on a break for about 3.5 minutes. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And we will look at Lisa J. Stocks when we get back. All right, we're back, and we are about to look. Oh, I don't know if I spun the wheel. Did I just rip off Justin Mellow's chance? Did anybody happen to notice what was that channel? I wonder if Scratch and PPA caught what channel it might have been. It must have been Justin Mellow's Music and Vlogs, but either way, I'll put that up. If it was a different one, just please let me know. I actually lost track while we were there. I did put a couple of names on the wheel, Rushing Wind Mountain and Abandoned Exploring Mike. I really appreciate the engagement today. They always do anyway, but I've got them both on the wheel now. I'll add some more names as we need them. Pardon me. And I noticed that Yoga with Goga has come in. That's actually a channel that we looked at. It was Lisa J. Stocks. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. Lisa J. Stocks will be up next. I was about to look at that channel. So thank you for that. I don't know how I missed that. Yoga with Goga is actually a channel that I've known for a long time. They're out supporting other creators all the time. This is the first time they're coming into a Tuber Chat live stream, so it's great to have you here. Thank you for the comment yesterday as well, because I saw that as well. But we'll look forward to hopefully having a look at their channel as well. It always here in Tuber Chat is based on engagement in the chat. We put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, so they get to skip the line there a little bit, but it's open to everyone, and after a little while I will add some names to the wheel from our chat list. So I just spun, and Justin Mellow's Music and Vlogs is up right now. We'll look at Lisa J. Stocks, who we were supposed to look at. Another mistake. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody. Thank goodness Scratch and PPA catches all of them somehow. But we'll look at her channel next. Now, Justin Mellow Music and Vlogs is a really interesting channel to talk about because they've been a friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat. And that means over 3.5 years. And this creator is very well known as somebody who probably shares for more creators than anybody I've known in my YouTube journey of 6 years now. He is active on the other social networks, both on Twitter, on Facebook. In our group, he's posting all the time. If anybody hasn't seen that already, our Twitter is just for reminders about the live streams, but we've got a special list over there for anybody that knows what a Twitter list is, where anybody who tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat gets added into that list automatically by me. And then when you look at the Twitter list, you'll find over 150 members over there who are active on Twitter, active in the Tuber Chat family, and willing to share. So you might be able to trade favors over there and get some extra exposure coming into your channel and your videos from Twitter. And then we have a Facebook group as well. We have a page where I just post the updates, so you can get reminded there if you want about the streams coming up, and a group where anybody can post their videos, and sometimes you see engagement from that as well, or creators can connect on Facebook. We also happen to have a subreddit as well called Tuber Chat. Anybody can post their videos there, and I've heard from many creators the fact that they've gotten some outside traffic coming in because Reddit can work like a search engine as well. So if we happen to share a video out and somebody happens to be searching for something like that at the moment, or Reddit has a browse feature, you might get some extra exposure. So I hope everybody will join those. And then, so Big Valley Living asks an important question. Do any channels in the chat have websites? If you do you find it to be helpful? I'll be interested to know if anybody in the chat does have a website for their channel. I'm a big advocate for websites still to this day. The idea of domain names is going to become less important over time because search has really taken over, and now there's so many different subdomains that it's not just .com that people are going to find, so that's getting better and better. But I never start a project until I get the website first. That's how I name a lot of the things. So even tuberchat.com, if you go there right now, there's not actually a website, but it sends you to our email list sign up form. I don't send a lot of emails. I usually only do it like once or twice a year right now. Most I intend to do it is once a month, or maybe someday once a week if I post videos. But a website can be really helpful, because when you are describing your channel or your videos or your project or business, it's easiest to have a website, and then that website can direct everybody to all the other things. So if you have your own store, you might want that on a website as opposed to a platform like Shopify or something else. When you have your other social networks, you can just direct your domain name to Linktree or something else if you wanted to, or you can actually put up a website where you can have blog posts, you can put your videos up there, you can have your other social media networks, and lots of people, different people do different things with websites. But I absolutely am an advocate for that. I actually run a hosting service as well for websites. I don't talk about it much here because I've got some work to do with it, but I'm just a reseller for GoDaddy. But as we put more focus into creators starting businesses to surround their YouTube channels, then we'll talk about that a little bit more as well. And then Joe Valdez, video, game, and movie. We're probably going to look at your channel shortly. But we haven't yet. We've still got a little while to go. We can stay up to 45 minutes if everybody would like, and I will get to as many channels as I can. And then, thank you, Big Valley Living. I love you, JD. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think that's the first time we're seeing that channel. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. TWTTV, good to see you in the house. Justin Mellow's Music and Vlogs also has some shorts. This creator does a lot of collaborations, and mostly what you'll find here are karaoke style covers in their music videos. So they post frequently. They've actually got a premiere coming up tomorrow as well, and they post all the time. I'm just going to take their latest video and put this in my catch-up list as well. Oh, interesting. Every Breath You Take. I think that's the Bryan Adams Canadian song as well. Let's spin the wheel. Lisa J. Stocks is going to come up first. I had spun the wheel earlier and got that channel ready, and then I skipped over it, and then we'll look at Lori's Tech Time. When we look at Lisa J. Stocks, we see now over 500 subscribers, which is great, and it looks like they've got it locked in with 508, so they have to be excited about the new graduated monetization system. Now, Lisa J. Stocks is going to talk to us not just about stocks, but investing in general. She will help us with the idea of terminology when it comes to anything from beginners to advanced users, and then as well the idea of dollar cost averaging, terminology like dividends. She's very forthcoming about her own portfolio and different things that she diversifies her investments into, and she talks about that in all of her videos as well. There's a lot of lessons here, which is great, and then challenges, and she helps us with saving money as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. One of the things I think that's very important is always having as much financial information as possible. We know that we don't learn enough in the school system. No matter where you are in the world, we could always learn a little bit more. The more information you have, the better decisions you can make, whether or not you're intending on investing in the stock market in particular. So let's look at her shorts videos as well, and we see that these have gotten into the hundreds of views, one of them over 1,600, and then live streams are something she might continue with as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Lisa J. Stocks is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been for a long time, and I think her channel is important because most of us are thinking about monetization. And let's look at Lori's Tech Time. Get rich quick, stock overnight. Yes, I tried some crypto a couple of summers ago. It's all in the tank, and I haven't really put anything else into it since. Not very much. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more, but I won't put money that matters into something like crypto because it's so speculative right now. That's not an opinion, that's just saying it's a volatile investment if you want to look at it that way. So got to be careful, right? Oh, Big Valley Living. Yeah, it always depends. I think that the other social networks can often not help as much as we wish that they would, because they all have paid features, right? So, you know, to get 100 views on an Instagram post is not necessarily easy, and then you could just buy 1,000 views by advertising it, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but the idea is the engagement that comes in. We have friends that we've met here in Tuber Chat through Twitter, through Reddit, through Instagram, and likely Facebook as well. But it is far less than anybody would probably expect. If somebody asked me the question personally, I would have to say it's not as much as I would have expected, and I've been in social media from the beginning. So Lori's Tech Time is here with over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,300 she's thinking about. What she brings to us more than anything else are tech and electronic gadget reviews. Some of these come from a monthly subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, and some are independent, but you can see she's done well with a few of these already. In her live stream, she does a lot of video gameplay, and she mixes up the games to kind of see what's going to vibe with her audience, and does multiplayer so her audience can play with her. And then as well, she's got some shorts videos. You saw in the latest ones there, she's actually putting a lot of work into using some of the TikTok-ish type filters and stuff like that, the CapCut stuff and everything else. So she's really experimenting a lot, but she's actually active on the other social networks as well. I think I see her on Instagram every day as well. The shorts videos here have started to get into the thousands of views, 3,800, 4,100. One of them even over 19,000 views, which is great to see. And when we look at her other channel, Lori's Vlogs and Shorts, we see that she's got a second channel. She's bringing us, obviously, vlogs and shorts here. The shorts on this channel have started to get into, many of them, thousands and thousands of views, over 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and even 8,000 views. And then as well, videos, the vlogs are coming out, or product reviews occasionally. So we'll keep our eye on the channel. We always have notification bells on for everybody. She's already got 449 subscribers over there, which is great. Let's spin the wheel. Abandoned Exploring Mike is coming up. This is a creator that's going to take us to abandoned locations. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at Abandoned Exploring Mike, we see over 1,500 subscribers, which is great to see. They've got a brand new video coming out actually a little bit later today, in about an hour from now. And oh, this is interesting. Let me just look at something in the background here. We were looking forward to possibly raiding another creator, but I don't think they've quite got the hang of setting up their premieres. Abandoned Exploring Mike, I'm assuming if you're still, I'm assuming you're still here. If you want to move that premiere up a half an hour, we can raid it just a half an hour earlier than you've got it set for, if you'd like to do that. Abandoned Exploring Mike is going to take us to abandoned locations, and I joke every time I talk about this channel, but they're willing to crawl into some pretty dark and mysterious places, some tight spaces that I wouldn't dare go into, but 2,300, 2,700, even 5,100 views in their shorts videos, which is cool, and then live streams are something they might continue with afterwards. So we'll keep an eye on the channel and see that. Again, we've got notification bells on for everyone. So again, Abandoned Exploring Mike, if you wanted to move that up by half an hour, we can raid it. We're always happy to mix up the love when it comes to raiding channels. And we've still got quite a bit of time, so we'll be able to get some more channels onto the wheel. If anybody hasn't already, by the way, given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. You know what it's like when you get into a premiere or live stream and get captivated by the content or the conversation, and forget to give that thumbs up for a small period of time, and then we give each other those reminders. I'm just getting my another window open there so I can keep an eye on that premiere, and let us know when you've changed it if you don't mind. There you go, Big Valley Living. Yes. It's just one video that I saw, and he was climbing into a place, and I was like, I wouldn't be doing that. Not me personally. Dorinda Fulton is up right now, another creator who's with us just about every single day, and this creator has got 385 subscribers right now. They've got a brand new video from a couple days ago. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. As well, we see that they've got quite a few shorts videos, and I just want to have a look at what they've got going on here. 1,600 and even 1,800 views, which is great to see. X1, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I think they were over with Wayne's World Unlimited. But thank you for the super chat. For that reason, we're going to get your channel up on the screen next. Before I continue spinning the wheel, we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and I'll add some more names to the wheel from our chat list as we need them based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. So it's great to see Dorinda Fulton bringing us a lot of gardening more than anything else on their channel, and some live streams actually from this creator as well, even as long as just a week ago. So I've always got notifications on for every channel. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one of those live streams soon enough. And let's see what X1 has got going on their channel right now. I'm just going to give everybody their handle, just in case you have trouble finding this channel. And this is the first time we're looking at this channel. They've just got some shorts right now. Now, in every other case, we always connect with creators based on videos that are 3 minutes or longer. But this creator only has shorts videos. So what I'm going to do is take their most popular one, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. And I'll show you how we could do this. I'll give you a thumbs up. So when you're on a computer and you want to look at a video in a traditional way, you'll see what I mean. You can change the word shorts in the URL for the word watch. When you do that, it turns the video into a traditionally formatted video. Now I can save this into a playlist very easily. And I will, after the live stream, go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3, sometimes 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm just going to take an extra video and put it in my catch-up list. That'll just let YouTube know that I cared so much about the content on that channel that I already went back for seconds. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Hygge Homestead is back in the house. I've got them on the wheel as well. It's the Bankroll is going to talk to us about our finances as well. This creator, I'm happy to have some more financial channels in the chat, just because, like I said, 99% of us are thinking about monetization, and it'd be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of our revenue when it comes in, right? And Katie's Kitchen is coming up. I've got them on the wheel. It's the Bankroll's the next channel that we're going to look at. And again, if anybody has the ability to share this stream, I'll appreciate it. We'll be back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back in looking at etiquette Bankroll, and I noticed Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network is in the house. Good to see you here. That's a longtime friend. And, oh yes, get to the farm. That's a good tip. Hitting the live chat instead of top chat. Make sure that you don't miss, pardon me, a lot of different messages that otherwise might be passed by. etiquette Bankroll is going to talk to us about our finances, the idea of saving money and budgeting. Cash stuffing challenges are popular on the channel. I'm just going to see what she's done lately. Because I've got the last video, I'm going to take the latest, or the first one in your featured position here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. And we see that this creator is monetized with super chats and memberships available to support them with when we get there. So one of the things I talk about all the time with etiquette Bankroll and Lisa J Stocks and a couple other channels like the Stock Explorer is it's great that we have these here in the Tuber Chat family, because with most of us having monetization on our minds, the idea then is, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in from that monetization or the income we've already got, and they're going to help us with that. So etiquette Bankroll does a mix of budgeting and saving and cash stuffing challenges. If you haven't seen what those are, I hope you'll check the channel so you can see what I'm talking about. We never know who's going to strike the right chord when it comes to motivation, inspiration, even when it comes to finance. I say the same thing about healthy eating, healthy living, but I think we could all do a little bit better financially in almost every case, right? etiquette Bankroll has now 864 subscribers, and their shorts are doing well, getting into 1,400 and 1,800 views. One of them over 5,400, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with them, and they have been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. And then, oh, I see, get to the farm. Yeah, you can have, if two people are watching the same thing and one of them doesn't have the live chat on, it's easy to miss things. Cabaret Gaming, good to see you in the house. That's a longtime friend. I'm going to get their channel up onto the screen in a second. Be Amazing Sylvia is coming up right now. Or, sorry, Cabaret Gaming's going on the wheel. Be Amazing Sylvia is going to come up on the screen in a moment. I'm going to show everybody how to do something for a quick second as well. If you would like to see how to set up a premiere, or a raid, sorry, what we call a raid, which is a live redirect on YouTube. So you've seen I've gotten into my YouTube studio, I've gotten into the live stream that we're in right now, and when I click on the customization tab, and first of all turn off the chat replay, I don't leave the replays on here, what I'm going to do is get the URL from Abandoned Exploring Mike's premiere that's coming up, and I'm going to copy the URL. Now I'm just going to go back here and try putting it into the space. YouTube gives you the opportunity to raid into your own stuff if you're going to, but otherwise you can paste the URL in here, and in most cases you can click on the video and then you'll be able to raid right into that. For every creator, we need to go into our channel settings and make sure that we've set the ability in our community section, I think it is, to make sure that people can raid into our channel or live redirect into our channel. If that's not the case, it'll be grayed out like that, and then all we'll do is just drop links. But Abandoned Exploring Mike, if you're still listening and watching, I'm sure you are, if you're able to get in and change that setting, then I might be able to set that up for a proper live redirect. Because what happens is, for anybody that is just watching or listening right now and not actually participating, they might leave the stream running, and at the end of the stream, if we do a live redirect, they will automatically be dumped into your premiere right after. If not, then they actually get stuck and don't come in. So we lose a few people that way. But it's just an idea. It's not important. It's just something that is something we can look at. And then Be Amazing Sylvia. is up right now. One of the other things as well, just because Get to the Farm is talking about missing things in the chat, is that as well, there's a system on YouTube called DVR, and it stands for Digital Video Recorder. And if you are about to run a live stream, or you've got one set up in advance, you can go in and change that setting if you want to. You'll notice that Superchat does not have the ability, these live streams, to go back and see what I said in case you missed something. You'll be able to watch the whole live stream afterwards. But what that prevents, stopping people from reversing and forwarding while you're live, is stopping people from falling behind. Because we've probably all been in a situation where we accidentally click or tap on something. We are chatting, and the chat has nothing to do with what's going on the screen. And it's usually because the chat is up to date, but what you're watching on the screen happened half an hour ago. And that can happen all the time. So I turn the DVR off on all the Superchat live streams. I try to remember to do it on other ones. It's not important. It's just something that can be helpful. If you find people getting confused in the chat, that might be what's going on. Or you could just tell everybody to refresh once in a while, and that can help as well. But that's just another tip I wanted to share because I don't talk about it enough. Be Amazing Sylvia is up right now. This creator is on a massive growth run right now, has crossed halfway from 11,000. She'll be thinking about 12,000 subscribers soon. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of even 3,000 and beyond. So Super Chats and memberships available to support her with when we get here. Embarkation Nation has kept their membership going. I'm not sure if they're in the chat right now or if that's just their membership rolling over from the last time they renewed last month. But if you're here, just please let me know. I'll get you onto the wheel. Be Amazing Sylvia brings pure variety on her channel, but she's one of 7 creators that made up the original Drop the Link Day crew. And these are creators who will allow you to meet more friends and family members in their live streams. Be Amazing Sylvia has been a friend since the very beginning, as a matter of fact. And that means over 3.5 years I've been friends with this creator, and it's interesting to see that after 590 episodes, they are still continuing to support other creators by coming in. Embarkation Nation, thank you so much, and thank you for renewing that membership. I've got you on the wheel now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. If you're live and you go live typically on the same days all the time, or specifically like every day, what will happen is after a month, when you have memberships on your channel, you'll see them roll over and it will say somebody's become a member, but it's actually just rolling over from their last month. Oh, and then thank you. That's okay, Embarkation Nation. We always put channels on the wheel when they're here, but sometimes we'll look at them briefly if they're not in the chat, but we'll certainly look. Be Amazing Sylvia, I just want to show everybody the shorts here because this is where the magic is happening on this channel. She plugged into a formula a while back. You can see that some of these have now gotten 196, 246,000, 566,000, and 746,000 views, which is fantastic and is contributing to a lot of rapid growth here. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. I'm going to try to start racing through channels so we can get as many on the screen as possible before we go over to Abandon Exploring Mike for their premiere. And I'll just have a look again and see if they're able to get that oh, I'm not typing. Because I click so many windows, I run into things all the time. So there we go. This is the premiere I think that they're going to have coming up, right? So I've got that set to go. This is actually not the one. Okay, pardon me. We'll do that after. Look at it again in a few moments. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is here, and This creator has 347 subscribers. I think they say they are a solo traveler. Am I right, or have I mistaken about that? Lisa, and welcome to my adventures in cruising. They hope to share some fun videos, pictures, tips and tricks, and memories of cruise vacations. Oh, great friend and travel agent Chris. Yeah, I might be mistaken. They may not be a solo traveler. I was thinking of another channel. And forgive me, I don't mean to get confused. It's just we've got this, I'll use the excuse that we have a vibrant cruising and travel community lately that have come in over the last 6 months or so. Now, this creator has a brand new video. I'm just going to take this. It's a haul video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, a different type of video for them. And that will give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. But you can see there's a bit of variety in between the videos. If you're on a cruise ship, you'd have to do that, right? I'm a what does he say? I'm the king of the world. Shorts videos on this channel have gotten into 1,300 and 1,500 views. And then when we get into live streams, they've got quite a few coming up. And I've got my notifications on now for these. One tomorrow. It looks like they're doing these every Monday, as a matter of fact. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of those. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this channel. Yeah, for sure. Abandoned Exploring Mike will be coming over for sure. Actually, I'll start dropping the link for that in another moment here. Katie's Kitchen is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. If I can set the redirect, I'll do it after we're off. Because I always let Superchat run for an extra 3 minutes. And one more thing I should ask: if you have the ability to set the timer on that premiere for 5 minutes. Instead of 2, you can set the introduction. You could change the time. It defaults to 2 minutes, but you can set it to 5 minutes. It gives a couple of extra minutes for people to come in, and I'll leave Superchat running for an extra 3 minutes when we're done before we roll in there. I'll start dropping the link for that in a moment here. And Katie's Kitchen is up right now. This is a creator that's going to bring us actually a bit more variety than just in the kitchen. But one of the things they did recently was a pot roast video that I watched. Grocery haul is something that they've done here. It's a fairly new channel, so we'll keep an eye on what they're going to do. I've got notifications on for every channel. We always set notifications on for everybody. And then they've got some shorts videos as well, and these have started to get into the 6,600, even one of them over 8,200 views, which is interesting to see. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. But as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing and hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So I hope everybody will connect with Katie's Kitchen. I'm just going to spin the wheel right now. We'll drop the link for Abandoned Exploring Mike's premiere, and I will pin it so that everybody can get in there. Yeah, forgive me, Abandoned Exploring Mike, I know I speak very fast here, and I don't mean to make it sound like I assume everybody should know every feature on everything. It's just from me racing through the different things that I'm saying. I've been on YouTube for many years now, and I'm doing these things all the time. I don't premiere every video on every channel that I run, but they can be really helpful. And I forget some of these things because it's so, like, you know, second nature to me now. Now, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I try to be transparent here about what I have and have not done when it comes to YouTube. So I, you know, the idea is I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channels or videos. Just share my own experience. We can discuss these things here together so that we can all learn from each other and make better decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. So Abandoned Exploring Mike has a premiere coming up. I've dropped a link and pinned it, or I'm going to pin it so that we can get to it easy. and I'll drop it another couple of times before we go over there. Embarkation Nation is here with over 1,000 subscribers now. They have one of my favorite sayings on their banner: live each day like it's Embarkation Day. What they're talking about is the excitement that comes from beginning a new journey, or in their case a cruise, but I'm sure we can all relate to an idea like that. Embarkation Nation, of course, another loyal and dedicated supporter. Thank you for renewing that membership again, by the way. Hey, you're a festie. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Embarkation Nation is posting frequently. It'll be a while. It's been a while since they've posted. 3 weeks now, but hopefully we'll see another new video soon. They're going to bring us cruising more than anything else, sometimes other travel. One of the things I caught on their channel that I really enjoyed was a deck party. I was lucky enough to work on a cruise ship a long time ago, just for one summer, but I never got to see a deck party because I was always working while they were going on. So I was happy to see that on this channel, and they bring us a video for that as well. Live streams are frequent. They just did one. They're doing these really frequently with a lot of familiar faces. See Eddie Lugo, as well as Clock Family Adventures, Destination Fun, and other familiar faces. And it's such a vibrant community, and I'm happy to see all the support everybody gives each other. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and Embarkation Nation's been with us for a while now, many months actually. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Thank you, Katie's Kitchen, and we're going to look at Cabaret Gaming. This is a friend of a long time that mixes up a lot of video gameplay in video shorts and live streams. They play a lot of Grand Theft Auto. I'm always happy to see that, but they mix up a lot of video gameplay. They stream frequently. It looks like almost every day. I'm just setting the notification for the next one. I'm going to take their latest video. It's almost impossible to keep caught up because they post so frequently, but then as well, we look through their shorts videos and we see that Cabaret Gaming's gotten into 23,000 and even 33,000 views on a couple of these clips. Live streams are frequent, like I said. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them here. You'll get a warm welcome from Cabaret Gaming when you're over there, and I catch them as often as I can. They've been a friend of over 2.5 years now. Cabaret Vlogs is a second channel from this creator where we get tech tutorials, tech tips, and tricks from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming, and some of these have started to do well also as well. We'll look at their short, and they've just got one, but they'll likely post some more, and these are all helpful videos, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm really racing through channels now, so forgive my quick introductions. Embarkation Nation, always a pleasure having your channel up. I always forget when I see the name Embarkation Nation in the chat that that's the one with the banner that says live each day like it's Embarkation Day, but I think that's wonderful. I really do. So I just wanted to mention that. Mama 4 Boys is up here right now, and they're bringing us more cooking videos than anything else. There's a little bit of variety on the channel, but this gives you a taste, and I don't mean to use the pun, but you know what I mean, of what we're going to expect on the channel. A lot of delicious looking content. What I like about this channel in particular is that a lot of the meals that they put and dishes on this channel really hit home for me because they look like traditional things that I've been basically eating all my life. I was very lucky. My parents were, we had a structured home. They let me do whatever I want, but they did have dinner on the table every day at 6 p.m. And we'd have a lot of different types of things like what we end up seeing here. They've got mac and cheese. They got homemade pizza. What Mom of 4 Boys is going to help us do as well, though, is understand how to make some of the things we might buy from a grocery store in the frozen food or prepared section and make some of those things at home, like hamburger helper or other dishes as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've got some shorts that are really doing well into the 1,500 and 1,600 views and beyond, and then live streams are something they've done in the past. They might continue. We've got our notification bells on for every channel so that we can catch those whenever we can. And then as well, let's spin the wheel. Pardon me. I'm going to drop the link again for Abandoned Exploring Mike's premiere that's coming up. We'll go over there and raid right after Tuber Chat. Catelynn is coming up. I'm not sure if I actually said hello to them when they came in a while ago, but I did put them on the wheel right away. Pardon me, my voice is just about had it. This is why we cut the streams at 3 hours now. The frequent breaks in between help and keeping a drink beside me is helpful as well for those of you who live stream. So Catelynn is up with 702 subscribers. They bring oracle readings, and what this can do is give you a little bit of insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening right now, what might be to come. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They post frequently, as a matter of fact. Every time Catelynn's here, they've got a brand new video. The only exception is today because we just streamed 12 hours ago. But Catelynn is now at 702 subscribers. And then let's look at the shorts videos as well. They had already had one at 1,400, but they've posted another couple that really started to move. This one with 804. And another one's overtaken their top spot here. Interesting, keto-friendly grilled burger kebabs. Because I talk about this often, but a lot of times we see some of these healthy-looking shorts, particularly grilling, that seem to do really well. And that's over 1,500 subscribers. Big Valley Living, I've got you on the wheel now. And hopefully everybody will enjoy pushing Catelynn a little bit farther towards the 800 subscribers that they're thinking about. And look at that luck. Big Valley Living. It took a long time to get onto the wheel, but as soon as I put you on, you were chosen right away. I've still got Hygge Homestead on there with Rushing Wind Mountain. And I actually put Hygge Homestead on there twice. I didn't realize I did that. Timmy Ray the King, let's get your channel onto the wheel right now. I've got time for 1 or 2 more channels. Big Valley Living has 855 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. This is a channel I'm getting to know, but I'm going to take another one of their pulled pork videos, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up and get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know the channels. Over weeks and months by hanging out in live streams and premieres and watching videos, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. They've got some live streams here, and I've got my notification bell on, so hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. They seem to be doing these on Wednesdays, if I understand right. And they've got some shorts videos as well, and Big Valley Living is getting into well over 2,000 views at 2,100 and even 2,200 views on a couple of these. They're in Northern California, and they give us a lot of information here. Cooking is going to be popular on the channel. Meal prep, preservation, canning, dehydrating, freezing, and then as well some gardening. So I'm looking forward to more of that variety. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Timmy Ray the King is coming up. This is another channel that's here with us frequently in Tuber Chat. Obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. If anybody, by the way, hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Timmy Ray the King posts pure variety, a lot of speed and racing, but this creator's got a few shorts here that have gotten into 2,500 and 2,800 views. I don't think I have. I must have a KISS record. I have lots and lots of vinyl records. I used to be a DJ, and I still have them all. But I can't be sure. I can't be certain. I don't remember buying one. Unless I got one from either a garage sale or given to me or something like that. I'm just going to take their latest racing video and put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with their latest short video here. We see that Timmy Ray the King has 350 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. And I see Timmy Ray the King out supporting other creators all the time as well. Rushing Wind Mountain, finally, they've been here the whole live stream. And very active and engaged, for which I'm grateful. I can't believe We never know how long it's going to take to get picked. Both Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA know what it's like to be picked last or next to last. But Rushing Wind Mountain is here with 586 subscribers, another homesteading community channel. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously, very engaged here in conversation. That can be a great benefit on any channel. So you'll want to have that support coming back to you by connecting with them, of course. And I'm just going to get the Bullock experience onto the wheel. That's the gaming experience with Kelly. Rushing Wind Mountain, hopefully we'll see a new video soon. It's been almost a week, and then we see that they post frequently anyway, but let's look at their shorts videos and see what they've got going on here. Really well in 3,100, 5,200, even 6,000 views. And we get an idea of a lot of different types of animals and things they're catching. Nature Channel in one of the mountains of the Pacific Northwest, and they plan to bring us relaxation videos and a few hilarious moments that will come through as well. So you can see they post frequently. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers that they're thinking about. I've got to go through a couple of Rushing Wind Mountains videos so I can improve the introduction to their channel when I'm talking about it here. I've seen quite a bit, but I'm sure everybody understands I run more videos than I watch. What I enjoy about featuring channels, and they've been featured, is going through content and catching some of the details I might have missed by casually watching content over weeks and months. Hygge Homestead is here with 558 subscribers. When we get to their About page, we notice that Hygge means cozy, peaceful home in Danish. So we're learning something before we even get into the channel. Then they've got videos. They come to us from the homesteading community, obviously, sometimes indoors, sometimes outdoors. Live streams might be an idea for the future, and when we look at their shorts videos, we see they've got some variety here, but they've gotten into 1,300, 1,500, and even 1,600 views. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here for 3 hours every time we stream, and certainly not every single day, but I do appreciate every moment, even if you just come by to say hello or run the stream in the background. So thank you to anybody still listening or watching. We're going to get the Bullock experience up right now, and then we're going to go over to Abandoned Exploring Mike for a premiere that they've got set up, and the intro for that should be starting any minute. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes, as we always do, so you can clean up your connections here, but you'll be able to meet more friends and family members over on Abandoned Exploring Mike's channel as well. The Bullock experience is fishing first. He's got a lot of shorts on the channel now, and these have started to get into 2,800 and even 3,100 views. Lots of live streaming from this creator, and the conversation can go anywhere once it starts over here. But cat fishing first on the Bullock experience. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I saw a bit of a note about this actually earlier in a post. I think it was a community post. And then I'm just going to show you gaming experience with Kelly. And this is where this creator brings us video gameplay as well. So I hope we'll connect with this creator on both of their channels. I'll grab their latest video, put it in my catch-up list. And thank you again, everybody, for hanging out today. And I really do appreciate every moment. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Abandoned Exploring Mike a thumbs up on the way in. I'll see you over there in about 3 minutes. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.